Hello, everyone, right here working on putting Christmas lights up in the house. Just finished getting all the lights taken out. I normally store them on these spool rolls here, like electrical cable and stuff. Come on, got a great big one there for most of these LED lights here. So most of the lights I have in are LED. Keep them outside, and trees, house, whatever you feel like putting them on. And it seems like every year, everyone, you always end up with a couple of strands that have issues when you bring them back in. The next, well, usually don't wait till spring. Usually try to get them off fairly early when you get a break in the weather around here. So anyway, we got a couple of strands of it that need some repair. I'm going to show you folks what I do to repair some of these strands. I don't know, Evan, it seems like it happens, so. Okay, and first things first, Evan, before I bring the lights outside, I always want to make sure I test them, go plug them into the wall, make sure they work, check sequence, bulbs, that type of thing. And we got one here that is, well, it's got some issues, shall we say. It's actually got a lot of issues, that one. We got a couple others like this as well. Finished fixing 2 already, and I think I've got 2 or 3 more to go. So anyway, first things first, Evan, we are missing a bulb right here. That's not too bad. Just stick a bulb in there, we're done, right? Over here, we're missing another bulb. However, this socket is also, like, smashed. No idea, Evan. No idea. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. It's literally smashed, cracked. I don't know if you can see the crack running down it there. Yeah, that's interesting. Another common issue, Evan, the color plastic over the top of the bulb is missing. That's not too serious. We can fix that, or we'll just leave it the way it is, put a different bulb. Yeah, we'll see once here. Not sure. However, the big issue with this strand here is right here. Yeah, we seem to be, missing something right here, right? Missing quite a lot of something right here. In fact, I think we're missing like 3 bulbs here. You can see it looks like this is one I have fixed already. There's a splice in there. So this strand, looking through it, looks like that is the only fix on this strand that I'm seeing here. So that's actually not too bad. Some of these strands that I have, everyone, I've fixed like a half a dozen times. They got splices all over them. So I'm going to show you how I fix this. First things first, everyone, if you're going to fix this, you need a sacrificial strand of lights. Fortunately or unfortunately, I have one of those. This is a strand of lights that does not work. It worked the first year I bought it and then never worked again after that. I did my best to try to find out what was wrong with it. Never could find anything wrong with it. So, don't know. I've been using it, cutting it up, using bulbs out of it. Yeah, you can see there's just cuts all over the place on this strand of lights. Been cutting out pieces as I need them. Next up, you're going to need some heat shrink butt connectors. The red ones, or pink ones, I guess you could say. The AWG 22 to 18 size. Nice pair of wire cutters / crimpers. And then zip ties. Again, I'm going to like to buy the dark green zip ties. That way they kind of sort of, as you can tell, match the strand color there. Once you have everything you need, everyone, you're going to have to find a set of sockets here that is going to match your existing broken ones here. Now, looking at this, everyone, looks like I'm probably missing like 3 sockets here. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, we're missing quite a few here. Just so happens, everyone, I think I found a piece in here that actually matches this already. It was already cut out, so I think I'm going to try to use this. What you want to do, everyone, is take your light, and we're going to have to replace this socket too, by the way, because the wire is broken. Hopefully you can see that, broken right there. So we're going to have to replace that one. So that's actually going to be a total of 4 lights that are going to get replaced on this one. 3 missing, plus, like I said, we need to replace that one as well. So we want to take our socket, everyone, watch the notch here, line it up, and make sure the wires match up. So we got, if you look here, everyone, we got 2 wires on this side, where my finger is. We got 1 wire on this side. So make sure this matches up. So again, we got 1 wire on this side. We got 2 wires on this side. Well, there's supposed to be 2 wires on this side, right? The one's broken. And then same thing over here as well, everyone. We have, now of course this one's missing. So I'm just going to assume this is right, everyone. We've got 2 wires here. Notice that it looks like in the past I just fixed it with 1. I'm not sure why I did that, but we got 2 wires coming out here. We will attach these 2 wires. Now the fun part, everyone, might be figuring out which 2 wires go to which side over here. And for that, I could probably go back and reference this and or go back in the strand sequence, figure out which. So these 2, just match those up. So again, I want to make sure you match the wires here. Otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of sockets that don't work, or maybe worst case, the entire strand does not work. Then everyone, I'm going to start by stripping the wires here. And most of these strands seem to be about the 18 gauge size or so. So we'll get those stripped. Put a little twist on those. Best we can. Take a couple of butt connectors. Make sure you give a good clamp down on those. You don't want those coming off if you can help it. And if you notice, everyone, on this fail here, It didn't fail at my butt connector. It failed. I'm guessing this is probably where it went up into the light, and then same here where it went into the light. That seems to be the most common spot for failure of one, right where it goes into the light socket. That seems to be where these always fail for some reason. Okay, we'll get that crimped down good. We'll do the same thing on this side. Again, this side's going to be interesting. We're going to have to figure out which one goes where. Normally, if you're not missing this many sections, everyone, a lot of times I see it where it's just, it'll be just broken off right here, right? So then you just got to just replace that, right? And it's not so bad. But here, like, don't know what happened here, everyone, but not cool. Yeah, and make sure you clamp down on that good. And once we're all done, everyone, we'll get these heat shrinked. Okay, so we're going to match up the wires here. I do one at a time. We'll start with this one here. I can see that one there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It is splitting already. So we're going to cut that one off. Come on, twist up. There we go. And let's see, the one I cut off was that one. So again, making sure we get the right one here. Nope, that's the wrong side, isn't it? There we go, yep. So we need, again, I'm gonna just double check and make sure we get this right here. We need this one right here. And if we do everything right, everyone, hopefully these light bulbs will light up when we're all said and done. And then the next wire. Again, I'm going to like to cut them off so you have hopefully a little extra wire when you're all said and done. I don't try to cut them super close. Now that we got those all reconnected up, I'm just going to twist this around the wire here a little bit. At least do my best to. I'm not sure why I got that zip tied there. I might undo that. We'll see once here. It's a little bit suspicious. Yeah, I think we can probably undo that. I think we can undo that after the fact, though. Yeah, because we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, if we undo that, it looks like there's probably a couple extra inches of wire there. And that should space that out pretty well. We'll cut this off here. And again, the fun part is going to be figuring out which wire goes to which one. Not entirely sure without checking. So we're going to do our best to figure this out here. We'll just have to find a matching spot on the strand. And looking at another spot on the strand, it would appear the single wire. So the single wire here goes into the back side of the next one. Hopefully that's right. We're going to find out. Worst case, Evan, you can always cut these off and redo them if you have to, but I probably should have stranded that. Oh, well. Should have wrapped that around a couple more times before I did this. We got a little bit of a loose section there because I didn't do that. Not a big deal. That's what the zip ties are for. And let's cut this zip tie. Get that one off there. And if we stretch it, oh yeah, look at that. Perfect, Evan. Perfect. And next we need to reinstall the bulbs here. So trying to match the pattern on the lights. Looks like it goes red, yellow, blue, orange, green. So then we need another red. Then it goes yellow. And then after yellow, we got blue. And then after the blue, we got orange. Oh, then we actually need one more here. Yeah, two, don't we? We need another green over here. Wow, okay, we're missing all kinds of bulbs on this one for some reason. Okay, there we go. Bulbs all reinstalled. One last thing, Evan, we need to heat shrink these. So I'm going to take this over to the table here. We'll shrink those up a minute, and we'll put some zip ties on this. But first things first, Evan, before we heat shrink this, we probably should actually test it out, see if it works. So let's just go ahead and plug this in here a minute. And hey, look at that, Evan. Looks like every single one we fixed actually is working. That's actually kind of surprising. Sometimes, Evan, I get it where one will work, the other one won't. But looks like I got everything hooked up there properly. The rest of the strand is looking pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and heat shrink it, just using a heat gun, or you can use a light or two if you have one. Heat gun works much better. And one last thing before we call this done, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and take some zip ties here, starting at the bulb before. I'm just going to zip tie the wires, and then we'll throw one there. We'll just kind of space these out wherever we think we need one. Don't be afraid to be shy with the zip ties here, especially seeing how I did not wrap this this part around the wire here. Kind of try to keep it straightened out here too. And again, starting on the one before. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Probably one more here, and maybe one more by those butt connectors there. I think this should be pretty good. Yep, I think that'll work out, and then we'll just go ahead and nip these off here. And unfortunately, I can't find my flush trim cutters, so borrowed a pair of fingernail clippers here. They work pretty good. Again, these zip ties don't cut very hard. Okay, that was rather advanced repair when we had to put 4 new lights in there. Normally it's just one light. Have to replace one little, let's see what's there. One little strand like this, everyone. That's typically what I end up having to put in. But in this case, that was, yeah, that was quite the repair. So anyway, that strand lives another day. Okay, I'm working on another strand of lights here. I've got 2/3 of the strand lit and another third that is not. I don't know why. The camera does not make it look like these. Oh, there we go. I say those lights are on there. For some reason, they don't look like they're on the camera, but they are on. Anyway, got this first third everyone here that will not light yet. I finally figured out what it was, and there's 3 bulbs. Yes, 3 bulbs at fault. So I fixed one. It's like, yay, this is it. Nope. Fixed another one. Yay, this might work. Nope, still wasn't it. Finally, everyone, I worked my way from that all the way back up here. 4th bulb from the end. Finally found the last one here that was causing the issue, and I'll show you what the issue is here. Hopefully this one can focus. Yeah, I think you can see that, right? We are missing a wire on that one right there. See? No wire. This side has the wire. So we had 3 bulbs like that. 3 freaking bulbs like that. Now, unfortunately, for some reason, this strand of lights I'm working on seems to have really suffered this past winter. I had like, I don't know how many bulbs missing from the strand, just like missing, gone. I've got all kinds of bulbs missing. So unfortunately, I do not have any more replacement bulbs of these. So what I'm going to do, everyone, I'm going to take another bulb from one of the other strands. You notice that the bases are slightly different. They're not going to work. I'm going to take the LED bulb, or the LED piece out of this one, and put it in that one. I don't know if I can, yeah, let me see what's here. Okay, let me do this off camera real quick, Evan. I'm going to take the top off, straighten out the wires, and we're going to pull the element out. Okay, got the tops off here, everyone. Unfortunately, the bulb is still stuck up inside this plastic piece here. It came out with that. Oh, well, whatever. Got the wires straightened here. Hopefully you can see that. Wires are straightened, so we're just going to pull that out. And then we're going to slide it into this next one here. Let me do that off camera here real quick. Okay, got it slid up in there, everyone. Bent the wires over. Just make note there's a longer side and a shorter side, so make sure the long side goes on the long side there. And then, of course, you got the shorter side. Again, just fold the wires over. And we'll see if I can get this one handed here. Oh, that is the wrong base. Okay, I need the other base here. Then I throw it away. Actually, where'd the right base go? Let me find the right base here a minute. Okay, never mind. That was the right base. I don't know. It's just not fitting real well for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe that different bulb might be a little bit different size, so that could be why. And there we go, everyone. All the lights on this strand are finally lit. Hoy, that was just a bit of a pain in the butt. Again, we had 2/3 of this strand that were not lit, everyone. Had a loose bulb in this section that was not, or was causing the problem. Pretty much just had to take it out, put it back in, and then it started working. Of course, that one was like the second or third bulb from the end of that third before I finally found it. And then also, well, it lit up. I was like, oh, really? Come on now. Couldn't have been like the first bulb or the first bulb in the one I checked. No. Same thing with this, having a fourth to last bulb. Plus, there was like 2 other bulbs here too. So that wasn't the only one that was at fault. But yeah, finally got that one fixed, everyone. So that strand is now good to go. I think that's the last strand I have to fix here finally. And that one took like probably a half hour. That one took a while to just sit there, bulb, take one bulb out, put another bulb in. I took one from the end here that I knew was working and just went down the line, everyone, and finally found out what it was. So anyway, you folks have any questions about troubleshooting and fixing light strands, let me know. Throw them down in the comments down below, everyone. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time. And don't forget, if you'd like to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up there. And we do have Patreon as well. And I don't know why it looks like the bulbs are out. They are on, everyone. Must just be the refresh rate of the camera or something. That is weird. Like, they're on. These are on too. That is weird. Okay, when this is a weird strand of lights. Oh, look at that. That just came on. Weird strand of lights on the camera here. For some reason, it looks like sections of this are out, even though they're on. And visually, from what I can see with my eyes, they're on. But hey, look at that. Like that section there looks like it's out. It's on. It is definitely on, everyone. But on the camera here, it looks like it's out. Weird. What is up with that?